DC here. Hi guys, so it's a Sunday morning dog vlog. 1st of November. Yeah. Hope you all had a good Halloween. And today, well, for many, I think it's Samhain, I guess you would call it. And in the Christian tradition, it is All Saints' Day. And actually, as such, I mean, in the part of Switzerland where I live, which is the Catholic part, All Saints' Day is a pretty big day. It's actually a day off. As you see, they lose it because it's on a Saturday. On a Sunday. But there'll be a lot of people in the church today. That's one of those Sundays where I think that the collection plate gets pretty full. It's pretty pretty sad talking that way, but there's a lot of this mercantile, I would say mercantile stuff involved in the church, isn't there? Just going to try and get across the road here. Come on, Dago, hurry up. Now, All Saints' Day. It reminds me when I was a little boy. My parents, well, my mom, she was originally Anglican, and my dad, he's Catholic. But as a kid, we mostly went to Catholic church. I was brought up actually as a Catholic, and All Saints' Day meant that we would go to the church of my grandparents. Just a minute. Yes. Okay, we would go to the church where my grandparents, actually, well, my grandparents lived when they were young, because you would go to the church where the deceased were. If you get what I'm getting at, is that my grandfather was still there, but he was in the cemetery. Yeah, so people would kind of like flock to their origins on that day and go and visit their dead. So I mean, all of you who are from the Catholic tradition know this. I'm not making anything up. I mean, and it's nothing new for you guys, but I remember as a child, it was always actually quite impressive, because I would be in this little church seeing loads and loads, actually, of older people usually, who in a way were coming to visit their parents. Now, sometimes they would just come, you know, once a year for this All Saints' Day. And here in Switzerland, actually, the people tend to, you know, clean up the tombs and make a lot of, nice little decorations around the tomb, which is nice. I mean, some people, especially those who lost a child, very often around the child's tomb, it is something that is really quite impressive. If I get the chance, not today out of respect for the families, I wouldn't go to the graveyard and start filming them, but I might show you what a Swiss graveyard looks like. It's no different really to others. It might even be a bit more boring at times, but yeah, it reminds me nevertheless that when I go back to Canada, one of the things that I do nevertheless with my parents is I always take a ride with them, and we go visit the grandparents. Yeah, I mean, we go to their graveyards and check out the tombs and just, you know, think about them. And I think it's actually, in that respect, if anything, All Saints' Day, at least for me, remains somehow a day of remembrance, a day of trying to reconnect with parents, with grandparents gone. Yeah, somebody's looking at me filming again. He's saying there's another weirdo. And yeah, that is probably for me what remains the most important from All Saints' Day, is remembering those who came before you. Yeah, there you go. Come on. This guy, he's really looking at me from far off. He's saying, now that is one weird person. People don't have, actually, I'm digressing here a bit, but that YouTube mentality of people walking around with cameras, I guess. I mean, my goodness, I mean, what would they have done if there'd have been a Swiss tube instead of a South tube? I think they'd have gone bonkers seeing all these people running around with their cameras. Actually, to get back very quickly to All Saints Day, is that the nice thing, nevertheless, about that, as I was saying, is I think if you have your younger children or younger members of the family, is to have a chance to talk about family history. Some of it we don't want to talk about. You know, I mean, all of you have bits of family history, or maybe whole bits of family history that we don't want to remember. But there are other bits that are good to remind. I mean, I realize that actually there's a lot of my family history that I've not passed on to my children, which I should. Yeah. Okay. Well, I was going to digress to something else, but I forgot. I've been looking at Dago walking along, and uh-oh. Well, I'll show you. Okay, that's a gas station over there. Very interesting, isn't it? As you can imagine, Dag's doing his job right now. So we've been here quite a few times. I mean, it's close to the town, and if I walk 2-3 minutes away, I'll be in the countryside. Well, actually, DC's going to have to sign off and pick up all that junk that Dago left there. So, yeah, I knew there was something else I wanted to get into, but, well, so much about it. Anyway, it was about, I guess, something with the Swiss and cameras and so on, but, gee, isn't that terrible? It must be age. It must be age. Okay, well, you know, enough of that. I hope you had a good Halloween, like I said, and that you'll have the kids will have good candy, you know, no dirty, fuzzy popcorn balls. And that'll be DC and Dago signing off for today. Take care.